And let's get cooking on something, just a quick and easy recipe, a secret recipe that I've been using. I've shared it. It's not really a secret. I've shared it with so many people. But you know those chips that we love. You go to Mexican, you love those chips, but they're just not healthy. And the reason is because they're fried. Well, first of all, they're made with corn, genetically modified corn or flour, and they're fried in the worst oil that are extremely toxic to your body. They stay in your body for days and weeks, and they cause inflammation. You know, that pain that you're having, that just soreness and pain, that is not from arthritis, okay? It's from inflammation. And arthritis, arth is for bone and itis is for inflammation. That's inflammation of the bone. But what you're feeling is an inflammation of your soft tissue and your connective tissue. I was a physical therapist for 45 years and still am a physical therapist. And I see this all the time. People are like, why am I hurting? I hurt, even my muscles hurt. Well, it's those inflammatory toxins and other toxins too, but those for sure. That's my oven going off. So I wanted to show you what I've just pulled out of the oven. These are chips that I make from almond flour tortilla chips. Now, the Siette family, this is who makes these, Siette. You see on the back, they had a daughter. There's a story there. They had a daughter that had, I don't know if it was Crohn's. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, that you can go to their website, siete.com, I think is what it is, and read her story. Yeah. But she was allergic to gluten and corn, I'm assuming. So what I do is I take these tortillas. This is how they come. They're little 6-inch tortillas like this. They're made with almond flour, okay? And I cut them using my, and I think I've showed you this before, but I'll show you again in case you missed it, my pizza cutter. And so when I do the tortillas, now the recipe that I did before, I cut them in fours, but this time I'm going to cut them in sixth. How do you say that? Sixes. I'm going to cut them in 6 pieces. Okay. Now, what the package says that each tortilla, if you're counting your carbs, which you should be getting about 20 to 30 carbs a day. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to maintain, about 50 carbs a day. Okay. But 2 of these tortillas is 10 carbs. Let me make sure I'm right about that. 20. 2 tortillas are 20 carbs. So I'm going to get 12 chips out of this. If you eat the Siete chips, and they do make a chip, they're made with cassava flour. Let me get them. I can show them to you. Show those to you as well. I always have some of those. So here are the Siete chips, but these are made with cassava flour. So they're going to have, let's see how many carbs, 20 grams of carbs in 14 chips. So you're actually going to get about the same amount of carbs, maybe a few less. But anyway, I wanted to show you that. So what I did is I put these chips onto a baking pan. But what I'm going to do with these right now, I'm going to lay them in this plate and just show you kind of how I would serve them up. I'm just going to put them here, and I'm going to do another whole pan of them. So I just take these and I put them on the pan, just kind of spread them out. You can even overlap them a little bit. And I've got my oven on 400 and bake. And I'm just going to lay all these in here. And we're going to have some good chips because, the Siete chips are a little expensive, which chips are. And, but these are healthier, so they're not quite as expensive to your health. That's what I like to say. I can stand to spend a little bit more money on my food if it's not costing me my health. That's the real expensive thing. So I'm just going to stick these in the oven. I'm going to set that timer. Whoops, I dropped one. I'm going to set that timer for 8 minutes. That's what I did before, and it seems like they turned out perfectly. All right, and then what I've got in the microwave over here is, okay, here we go. So this is just a meat dip. I used some taco meat. I put some black olives. I put some red pepper and some cheese. And I just put that there. So I would just sit that there. I'd fill up my little tray. You see, I've got my tray here. I've got some celery on one end and cilantro for people that maybe don't want the chips. So here's how that would go. I'm just going to give it a shot. That's good. And then I have some cilantro. I love cilantro. Some people don't care for it, so I usually kind of put it to the side. But anyway, you can take these chips and just make a delicious, healthy snack that you can take to a ball game, you can take to a gathering, you can take to church, you can take to a Bible study, whatever. So here's where you find these. In the freezer section at Walmart is where I found these. You might find them in the refrigerator section, but it says store refrigerated or frozen. So usually when I buy them, I'll buy 3 or 4 packs because they have like 20 in a pack. And I'll just go ahead and put them in my freezer because I don't exactly know when I'm going to cook them unless I'm cooking them that day. Okay, so I hope you will try this recipe. Now, let me tell you, many of you have joined my group. I've got over 2,000 people in the group. A lot of you, I don't hear from you. I don't know where you are. I'd love to connect with you. But you can always go up to the top of my group and look at the pinned posts. I've got recipes. I've got teaching on cholesterol. I've got teaching on blood pressure. And then, of course, in my YouTube channel, I also have hundreds of videos there. But I want to make an announcement. I'm starting a new challenge. What was the date? Monday week. Let me get my phone. Okay. Don't you love my pink sweater? I love fun clothes. I love, love, love fun clothes. All right, so here we go. And pink and purple are my favorite colors. So, you know, I love these Siette chips. But here's the thing, at Walmart, they lay them down flat in the storage bin. And so you couldn't see them unless you were tall and looking down. And that ain't me because I'm 5'3". Okay, let me find my calendar. Make sure I get this challenge dates right. Okay, so March the 11th. So you've got about 10 days to get in. I'm only taking 30 people. And the reason is I don't ever want people to feel like they're left behind. You have access to me by text. You have access to all my content. And every day I'm going to be on the Marco Polo, which is an app that I use every day to support you. Okay, you're going to learn how to change your thinking about food. You're going to learn how to have food freedom. You're going to learn why the yo-yo diet hasn't worked for you and why you keep gaining weight back. You're going to learn why you have high blood pressure. You're going to learn how to control your cholesterol. You're even going to have an exercise video, 20 minutes that you could do every day or 3 or 4 times a week to get you in shape. You know, the information, I'm 67 years old. The information out there is that people that have muscle are stronger, live longer, healthier. Now, I don't know about you. How many 85-year-olds do you know that are really healthy and living independently? Not very many. I don't want to be one of those. Do you? No, I do not want to be one of those. I want to be a healthy 85-year-old living independently, or I'd just rather go on to heaven. I don't want people waiting on me. It might happen, but not because I'm choosing it. So I'm going to teach you how to get healthy from the inside out. And that's going to start with your brain, because if you don't have the right information, you know, what I say is it's what we don't know that hurts us. And if you're not eating the right foods, if you're not fueling your body properly, just think about your car. You would never put dollar gas in your car because it wouldn't run. And that car is carrying you around. I know my car, I take good care of it because I don't want to have to buy a new one. I want it to last me another 10 years, I hope. And that's how our body is. Our body carries us around. So I hope that you'll join my challenge and we can get on the phone and talk about it. I've got a couple of training videos I'd love to send you just to let you kind of see a little bit deeper dive into what it's about. And then we'll get on a Zoom call or on the phone and we'll talk about if it's a fit for you. So I'm going to cut this off, but I just want you to know, look forward to the option to join my challenge, and let's talk soon. You can't get in the challenge without talking to me. And the reason for that is I want to be sure you're ready and that you're going to be a success, because I want successful clients. So have a great day and cook you up some healthy chips.